In today's video, I'm going to review the Class Delta airspace around the Appleton International Airport in northeastern Wisconsin. Hi, my name is Heather Monthie, a flight instructor, and on this YouTube channel, I create aviation educational videos for those of you who are working on an FAA pilot certificate or rating. And in today's video, I wanted to go over the Class Delta airspace around the Appleton International Airport just simply to do the Class Delta airspace analysis for those of you who are flying in and around the area, but also for those of you who might be coming in to the Oshkosh Air Show. The Appleton Airport is listed as an alternate for the Oshkosh Air Show listed in the NOTAM. So right here, I've got Sky Vector up here. The Appleton International Airport is located right here. We've got the Class Delta indicated by the blue dotted lines here. It is roughly 20 nautical miles or so north of the Oshkosh Airport, which you can see depicted right here. So we've got this larger Class Echo transition area. Appleton, it starts at Appleton and it goes all the way down here through some of these smaller airports down in southern Wisconsin, closer to Milwaukee. So it's important to note that transition area there. So we've got the Appleton International Airport. It is located on the north end of Lake Winnebago. So Lake Winnebago is here. When you're flying, it's very easy to see the lake, especially if you've got good visibility. You can see the lake. There are several airports that are right on the lake. It's easy to find Appleton simply because it's on the north end of the lake. You've got Oshkosh here on the west side of the lake, and then you've got Fond du Lac here on the south side of the lake. You'll see some of these smaller airports over here. You might see Brennan Airport. You might see New Holstein. So that's sort of the area around Lake Winnebago. But Appleton is going to be right at the north end of Lake Winnebago. We've got the Class Delta airspace up to 3,400 feet. Control towers 119.6, ATIS 12715. We've got some pretty long runways there. And it's important to note that this is a general aviation airport, and there is scheduled air services into the airport as well. So you will see some commercial airline traffic into the airport. Gulfstream Aerospace is also based there, so you'll see some business aviation, especially if you're coming in during the show. You're going to see all different types of aircraft coming in. When you look here at the NOTAM, on page 24, there is some basic procedures for you as you arrive or depart from Appleton. So it's important to note that the air traffic control tower operates from 5:30 a.m. to 11 p.m. It is considered an international airport. There is a customs facility on the field. Obviously, you want to make sure that you watch your fuel. There can be a lot of traffic coming into Appleton, just like there is coming into Oshkosh. There still can be a lot of traffic coming into Appleton. So make sure that you watch your fuel, plan carefully. There's going to be a lot of traffic, obviously, just because of the proximity to Oshkosh. You want to make sure that you are alert and being aware of some of that traffic that's coming into Oshkosh. So if you are intending to fly if you're intending to fly into Appleton, you're coming from the southwest. I think it's important for everybody to read this NOTAM from front to back. And so if you are coming in from the southwest intending to go to Appleton rather than Oshkosh, you want to make sure that you understand here that you've got some of these checkpoints here in Dever Bridge, Puckway Lake, Green Lake, Ripon, Fisk. Those are all checkpoints for the procedures going into Oshkosh, for the VFR procedures going into Oshkosh. So if you're coming through here, there's going to be a lot of traffic. You want to make sure that you know what altitude that traffic is flying at. I do have a video on the Oshkosh VFR arrival procedures. I haven't made one yet on the departure, but as soon as I do, I will link it in the description for you. But you can watch that video. And then if we come back over here to the NOTAM, they want you to have your lights on within 30 miles of Appleton. And then the arrival procedures are this: fairly simple. Obtain ATIS 127.515, contact Appleton Tower 119.6, and you're going to use the recommended VFR reporting points. So we've got New London, Little Chute, and Lake Butamore. Okay. So right here, we've got New London. It's a town northwest of Appleton. Then you've got Lake Butamore. I'm going to show you this better on Sky Vector. It shows up better on Sky Vector. And then you've got Little Chute, which is the on the east side of the Fox cities, the greater Fox cities, which is Appleton and all the surrounding cities. Okay. So Little Chute's going to be on the far east side of that. So if I come back over here to Sky Vector, it's a little bit easier to see with the coloring here. that Lake Butamore, so you've got Lake Winnebago, Lake Butamore, Lake Poygan. All right, so Lake Butamore is going to be that center lake. There is also a water tower near Lake Butamore, so it's a blue water tower. It's pretty easy to pick out, so you can use that as your VFR checkpoint as well. So you've got New London here and then Little Chute here. So those are the VFR checkpoints that they would like you to use with ATC. And then after landing, you're going to make sure to close your VFR flight plan in person at Civil Air Patrol on the ramp. And then we've got the frequency for EAA parking 12905. And then AppletonFlight.com is the website for the FBO on the field. And they've got some good information on their website about AirVenture and parking at AirVenture. So if you just go to AppletonFlight.com, click here on AirVenture, they've got some information here, an express check-in for you. And then they've got some information about different services available. It's easy fly in and out. They have fuel. They have a shuttle. There's rental cars available on the field as well. No reservations are needed. There's concrete parking. There's grass parking. There's all sorts of good stuff there for you. So go to appletonflight.com. You can get some more information there. And then for the IFR arrival procedures, see the IFR arrival information on pages 26 through 27. I am just going over VFR arrivals right now. I am going to make separate videos for the IFR arrival procedures. So that is really what you need to know for arriving into Appleton during the Oshkosh Air Show. Again, please watch my other videos that I have created. Some of them, if you're depending on where you're watching this, some of them haven't been created just yet, but I will link to all of them in the description as they're created. And just a reminder, you are the pilot in command. You have the final authority over your flight. Any information that you read here, any information that you watch on YouTube, whether it's my channel or anybody else's channel, you want to make sure that you've got the most current and up-to-date information, okay? So things can change between now and when you fly into Oshkosh. And if you're watching this video later on in the future, make sure that you are reading the most current NOTAM, you're reading the most current charts. I am using SkyVector here, and there is a new VFR sectional chart coming out between now, which is June 5th, and the Oshkosh Air Show. So you want to make sure you're using the most current information. So again, just remember, you're the pilot in command. You have final decision-making authority. I'm simply making these videos as a way to just help people feel a bit more confident in coming in to some of the most congested airspace in the world during the air show. So thank you for watching. If you find this video helpful, please like it, subscribe to my channel, and then just share it with somebody who you think might find it helpful. And I'll see you in the next video.